All right. You're a class actor. All right. Congratulations on your first place win. Got the OT. I can't take this seriously.
Continue.
We're going to keep going. But congratulations on your first place, man. What's your name? What did you do?
My name is Tim. We got first place with Mikanko. And this is my second OTS win with 74 players.
Yeah, it was one of our bigger events here. So, got to see you win. Again, I'm happy watching your games. I wish next time I'm recording these are freaking fantastic.
I'm gonna get roasted because I forget every single time.
Dude, oh god, you match. Okay, but to get it out of the way, his matchups are Cash, Labyrinth, and what was the?
So are you talking about the top 8?
Top eight.
It was Pearly first, Lab, and then Cash.
Cash, yeah.
Round 1, I versed Cash. I tied. I was versing Xander. No, I won. Yeah, I won. Game 2 was also Cash. I versed the guy that was second place, and he whopped me. Game 3, I versed Vanquished Souls. I 2-0'd him. I don't understand the appeal of the deck. It's aggressively okay.
It is.
It's aggressively okay. Like I respect it, but
Leave the word you're looking for is mid.
Round 4 was Marincess. I won against that. Round 5 was Manadome, Omega Hand Rip, Gimmick Puppet Lock, like all the Shabazz, you know?
Okay.
But, I don't know. Like I oversided against it, and then like he didn't do the Gimmick Puppet Lock, and he just did like Baron plus like Dispatter, and then hand ripped me for 2. And I was like, okay. And then I pushed through and I snagged game for time because like he takes like a very long time to do his combos. And then round 6 was my boy Noah. He's playing just Monkey Flip Lab this time because he didn't want to think. And he almost messed up twice where he went Daruma Cannon and then he chained Lady. So then we summoned Lady, he books it.
He almost did that twice this tournament.
So against me, I let him take her back. But like I still beat him because I was able to kaiju and then like swing, he died. And Eradicator, I'm always super scared of Eradicator, but recently I realized that I can actually play through it. Yes, they kill like the board here, but usually I have Mayo in time, so then I just bring back and then get advantage from there, and I'll just add cards. I was like, Eradicator's not actually that scary. Unless you play like Thrust and Tactics, which I don't, but I might try to play in like one of those. Round 7 was Runic Vanquish Souls. Very wild.
Profiles on the channel.
He had a really like mid-range end board where he kept interacting with me, banishing all my stuff. He always Rise Heart, like the small one, is like my worst enemy because it always banished my one-ofs or all my monsters. It's so annoying. Game 1. He Rise Hearted, banished 3 preps. All 3 of them. I was like, damn, okay. I'll take it, but like, I kind of just sat on Luli and then slowly just try to get advantage by beating into him. His only out was Book of Moon, all my stuff, because of the Vanquish Souls, or just killing me the next turn. But I play very like slow pace, like I'll kill you eventually. I don't really OTK that often, so
that's right.
Yeah. And starting with the deck profile.
All right.
We're gonna start with 3 Ohime. So you basically play 6 copies of her. I'm gonna put the new one in. So I had an issue of I always open prep and another prep, and I go Ohime, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could search something else. So the new one will be really nice when I search that, and then normal summon a quick. I don't like Lava Golem because I like normal summoning, but that might change in the future where like all the Dune stuff, maybe it'll change. I have no idea.
Okay.
We played the one of Nini because she's CR, and you mean you gotta play her, you gotta represent. My boy gave it to me, Rem, and then I'm like, he made me go on the deck, so like, I gotta stay true. We got the one of CR, Hare, and then the normal one. Hare was honestly the MVP where I normal summon this all the time, and then I just manually equip something, or because she has fire, I can go to the Fire Charmer, and then they out it, and then I go search for the Fire Kaiju.
Okay.
It happened like 3 times today. It was really nice. The best card in the deck. I should probably bump it to 3, but I'm also very lazy, so like most of this list is almost exactly the same as the WCQ because I don't touch Yu-Gi-Oh until it's locals. So. We got the CR Rondo Snatch Steal. It comes up where you snatch steal one of their monsters, you go IP, send it away, and then you can go Ohime, attach, and then not target equip, and then take another one.
Okay.
You have to open a lot of bodies for that. It's kind of hard. The best equip spell, it bounce. It's very. It problem solves for you. You just gotta figure out when to use it, when to bait out, and if it's even worth using. Sometimes it's just worth just like equipping, and then searching for other equips, and then not tagging out. It really depends on the situation. I can't remember on the top of my head. The one of Mayo, honestly. They keep hitting this with the Cashtira or Runix to keep banishing, and it sucks. But I wouldn't bump this up because it's not as good. I'd rather have any other one.
Makes sense.
I play 2 of these, Fire Dance. This is up to preference, but I realize that it comes up when I use this opening hand to force something out. And then sometimes I have Huli, and then now they can't immediately target me anymore because they didn't banish this. They let it go through. So now they can no longer target my stuff. So I like forcing it out. And then Recursion, when they like clear my board, because I don't go for the OTK usually. They clear my board. Mayo bring back Hare, search Fire Dance, and then that allows me to full combo again, and then I set it up again. It's really annoying, and allows me to play from there.
Makes sense.
You play 2 of the ceremonies because 3 is kind of bricky, and Foolishing is very good. If people knew more about like just ashing this, like it surprisingly hurts a lot, especially on going second build because you have a lot of problem solve, and then you have 2 edging cards usually. So then when you hit one of them. Yeah, and let's say I started with Ohime, I sometimes end up like literally nothing. If you ash the Foolish, I can't bounce another monster at normal summon or something, and I can't extend further. So it really depends on the hand. We play both the traps because if you play Nini, you play the trap. I like playing both, having options. You might cut it for the Spiriting Away, the new trap that's coming out. I haven't read the card yet. But Rivalry is a must. Promise comes up when they don't know what you're playing. So then when you search this, they're like, oh, okay, so this can search something else. And then they try to play more around stuff or more cautiously, and that allows me to be more reactive because they will mess up, or this allows me to just get followed. Because I never Nini, I was off like twice. Honestly, this. I set when I think they have evenly, and then I don't even set Rivalry because maybe I opened it, and then they evenly me. I set this, I flip this, and then I have the lock again, or I just have more engine.
Okay.
It's more for recursion than actually dealing with the opponent's board. Because I have other cards to deal with it. I mean, that's just how I play, I guess. And then we got this double-edged sword. So in the WCQ, I said this shit was hot dog water dookie butt. I take it back. This is actually really good. I just didn't know how to use it correctly because I didn't really play test at all beforehand. So going first, because I choose going first a lot sometimes when they beat me. So mind games, I guess. You go lock, set Rivalry, and then they pass. Sometimes they summon nothing, or I get rid of the board, interact with them, and then they have no monster on the field, and I can't kaiju them. I go battle phase, equip double-edged sword. Because it gains 2,000, they also take the 2,000 that we'll both take because it involves a battle. So they actually take 4,000 all together. And then you have Mayo. You bounce the monster that is equipped with this, and then it goes to graveyard. And then you go Ohime, target the double-edged sword, re-equip to Ohime, swing for another 4,000. That's game. That happened 1 or 2 times. Sometimes against the last game of the cash, I just sat on double-edged sword, swung 4K, and then he's already super behind. So then he has to figure out how to play from the next turn. And then I didn't let that. So call by. I'm
not even gonna, you already know what happened.
He has 3 ashes in hand. Well, he told me after. But like he did cash stuff. I stopped it a little bit, so he has like a mediocre board. He has 2 monsters. He has Shangri-La, and then I have all monsters in hand and Ohihime. So that's my only combo. I activate Ohihime. He ashes. I'm like, okay. But like I said okay as thinking, but also like confirming in my head. But I said okay, so I'm like I'm fucked. This sucks. And I set rivalry. I was on Huli, so then he can't target my stuff. Pass. He goes. He just had unicorn on a field, I think. He somehow gets to the small Rise Heart, and then he goes effect. I call by the Rise Heart, and then he can't special summon from hand, so he's normal summon it, so his birth is dead. So like he can't forcefully like out me, and I killed him next. That's a lie. I killed him next turn.
That game was like 8 turns long because
we both missed.
I looked at both their hands. I was judging the event, but I looked at both their hands and I remember looking at this man's hand. I was like, okay, he has Gozen, but he can OTK. And him not literally if he just activated the call by you.
It was finals, okay? We were all pressured.
I told y'all to breathe.
Well, that doesn't help.
Y'all both were nervous.
Cold, I'm like, I have a problem with the cold, the wind. I don't know.
Just breathe, man.
We played 2 Diviner. Diviner's literally just the Sen, Entis or Herald. I didn't open extra this much compared to WCQ, so it was fine. I always had these. There was only one time where I didn't check, so then I sent Arclight, and then it was against the Vanquish Soul Runic player. I sent this, and I was like, I have no targets. I can't even send from Ohihime because I opened double prep, and then I opened Ohihime, so I had 3 Ohimes in my hand. Like, it was so mid. I would play Hidden Armory, I would, but at the same time, I just like normal summoning, and then I'm bouncing my normal summon when I go first, or when they make me go first, and it happens more often than not. So I don't know. And sometimes I just don't have a normal summon besides the thing. I don't know. 3 extra. People say Prosperity. Prosperity probably makes more sense in my deck, like my playstyle, because I don't really go for the OTK. But I just like drawing, so.
Fair enough.
3 Ash. Ash, very nice. You just gotta. It's just generic. You just gotta know when to hand trap, and then, yeah, that's it. We play 2 Kaiju Slumber because I hate seeing a third. When I play 3, I always see the second one in my hand, and I always only see one. So I cut it down to 2. I saw either 2 preps or two Kaiju Slumbers, and they were both useless every single time, and I hate it. But it is a very good card. You could cut one and then play 1 Thrust, 1 Tactics. That is honestly a possibility. I just don't play any Thrust or Tactics because I don't want to get eradicated, but I realize it's not that bad. And B, I don't know. I go first, and then I don't know. I feel like if I activate Thrust, it doesn't do anything for me, unless I'm going second. But I don't know. And 4 Kaijus. We play 2 the big guys, 1 more big guy, and then the fire. I added this just so I can search it off of the fire charmer. It works out. Some people play the water one, but it's like level 7. I don't want to give that to Castero or.
That's level 8.
Oh, level 8.
Yeah, it's level 8.
I don't know, but it just doesn't have enough like attack. So like in theory, if I like try to kill you, it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
But like most of the time, if I kaiju, I activate Kaiju Slumber and then wipe and then go from there.
That's right.
And MVP. Evenleys. I love Evenleys. I'm not a cap. It's not the MVP. I activated it like 7 times. Went 3 of the times, it went hard. The other 4 times, it was just in my hand. I discarded from Mahime or Unicorn. But just like having the prospects of it, 1 imperm wouldn't have changed the end state of that board. So I was like, I'd rather have a blowout card where I would lose if I didn't have enough to like clear the board or force interactions. This allowed me to actually force out Solemn Judgment. So then he only had 2 sets, and I cosmic 1 of the sets. And then the last set was known because he set it from Slogatorby. So then I can just deal with it by Unicorn spinning or just popping it later on. Or I have like Ash or something, and then just play reactively. As you saw earlier, you play the targets. I don't know. mixed rarities. I like gold. We play the Break Sword and Zeus, the Xyz. So this is useless. I went into it just to be fancy, but it really doesn't do anything against that lab player. Like there was no point of doing this. Like I could have just went to IP and then probably just go to one of the links and then sit on it like Avermax, and then he had to get rid of it by like Gorilla Cannon or something. Like that was like the infinite better play, but I stole and then overlaid, and then I was like, so you can't get your lady back, bet. And then he just kept comboing. I was like, this is kind of stupid. And I just neg like 3 for no reason. Break Sword comes up when all the light or the wind or fire charmer is banished. So then I make this, and then allows me to detach. So I have Mayo Live Engrave or Fire Dance. This I actually never went into this, but it's ulti. So. Yeah. And then Downer Zeus. I went into Zeus one time, and it won me the game against Marincess because he normal summoned, and then I just wiped the normal summon, and then I go Downer Zeus, and then try to play from there because I didn't have any extension, and my stuff, I couldn't get to Snatch Steal. So it was like, I'd rather just go normal summon, get to the low 3, another 3. I don't remember, I think I Mayo'd and then overlaid over and then swung. Guess I get Iblis because there was that Spark guy that was playing. And then Avermax, IP, Boral, Sword, and Unicorn. There's a way to OTK with this. People told me, especially in the cash game. I'm just too stupid to figure out, so I'm gonna...
don't
we got IP. If I want 4 stuff in Graveyard, Unicorn, and then those are the links.
All right.
And then lastly, the side. We got the hypothetical. We got the hypothetical. So we lose to Evenly. We lose to Runics if they banish all your one-ofs, because that keep happening to me. I was so happy I didn't verse any Runic for hire. They got greased by all the lab players before. They got eradicated for 5. I was like, oh, thank God, because I'm a 0% win rate against them. Yeah, shout out to Johnson or Jackson.
Jackson.
No, it was a different dude doing the YCQ. I love that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was playing for our, and he taught me how to play against it. It's cry. I got the 2 and 2 ratios. In a lot of my matchups, it didn't really come up besides the lab furniture, where you banish their Storatobi or whatever's trying to get in the graves back so they can't fully extend, or they don't get like the cycle. And it answered to all the problems, sort of. I opened it sometimes, but most of the time it was more as like either a B stick or another 6, so I can do the steal with the vampire. Never did it. My boy Noah let me use his cosmics because I lost mine. But he's not using it, so OTS baby. And then we got the 3 Tikaboo. I sided in this most of the time when I'm not entirely sure they'll make me go first or second. In theory, I can force the game and interact enough where it will slow down the game pace. So even if I have this in hand, I'll break their board and make a mini board, and then I'll flip Tikaboo. And I did that 3 times. So like, I don't know. I think it's definitely possible, but I think that's because that's my playstyle and I know how to like navigate through. So I think that's just easier. And yeah, I don't really like super ancient organism. It doesn't come up enough. And then we've got the 2 up draw because I only own 2 ultras, and I don't really care. But like the last one is a rare, but I got this from a good friend of mine, so I just chose to play 2 as a Saki 2 of, and it only came up twice. So,
All right.
Enough for me.
Anything else you are? Try not to laugh. But anything else you're prepped for the new format, or anything else you wanna add?
I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh until the day of, so we'll see.
All right.
Shout out to D-Team Beige for sending the shirt soon. You know, the brand's Beige. We're getting that soon.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marissa for always coming with me to all these events, slaving away, you know. She just turns off her brain and she just enjoys being there. But she is honestly the MVP. She always makes all the artworks, always brings food. And I appreciate her. I love her.
All right, great way to end the video. All right, appreciate y'all. Thank you all for watching, and shout out to Team Beige. Like, these guys are fantastic. I've tested them all the time. So, all right, again, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you get to Tim. All right, see y'all later.